Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, take flight in the Airbus A320neo in Frontier colours. We've got North Harp Seal on tail. On a trip from here in Atlanta to Orlando today. Atlanta to Orlando. So, flight time's about an hour and 20ish minutes or so. We'll have to look at the flight plan for that. Weather-wise, a few storms are rolling in, and there's actually thunderstorms here in Atlanta right now, so going to be a bit of a bumpy departure out today. Hope things should though smoothen out as we make our way up to, well, heading down south today to Texas main city. So we'll prepare the aircraft departure, get a flight, and hopefully be departing in the next half hour or so. So first things first, batteries come on, so power comes on. We will set the 3 ADs to nav, oxygen supply active, on the emergency lights, nav lights on, the strobes automatic. That's the overhead set. We'll activate the no smoking lights, seatbelts on shortly. Fuel pumps stay off, can wait for the fuel truck to arrive, head down to FMS and then start programming that. So, initialization today, we are going to start with our departure airport of Atlanta, Kilo Alpha Tango Lima, and our arrival airport of Mickey Mouse, Kilo MCO, Mike Charlie Oscar. Welcome Oscar, how you doing? Welcome Asilius, welcome Silvano, welcome Crafter, welcome Robbie, welcome Yavers. Yes, you're using IVAO, Captain D, you're using IVAO, welcome Marco, how you all doing? That's all set. Flight number today is going to be F91012. Plug this in. RS, that'll take a couple minutes to alarm. Still set to instant alignment, isn't it? Yes, I really need to remember to turn that off at some point. Right, so over to the tablet, let's program our departure, shall we? We're not even programmed departure yet, we're just going to check out our routing. So, pop in the flight pad, let it load, and let's import our flight plan from SimBrief. Change the colour map there, still flashing the aeroplane logo, but if you change the map a bit, it does look quite nice. So, answer to Charlie Oscar, head over to the operational flight plan, and have a look at the numbers that we need. Cosmics of 40 and a cruising altitude of 370. 40, 370, those are the important numbers today. So Cosmics 40, 370, and that's the initialization complete. We'll head over to the flight plan, and while we do that, we'll start loading the passengers on board our flight today. So start a new flight on PACX, next to start flight, Atlanta to Orlando, 1012, 37,000, flight time 1:15, with departure in approximately, so we're saying quarter to, so about 25 minutes. Flying an A320neo with 167 people on board today, 167. There's no Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music. You have got a safe briefing for Frontier, so we'll be using that. There is a snack service, we don't get a meal service, and with that, let's start boarding, shall we? So, that's all the background noise now. Next we'll start the flight plan, nice and simple, there's only a couple of waypoints for us to plug in today. Starting off with wirelets. Going to be that one. From wirelets we then fly fly direct actually, so return there, fly direct to US. Following directs to Oscar Tango Kilo. And that's our flight plan completes. So departing runway 09 left on the Smelts 2 departure, and landing on the Piglet 6 at 18 right at Orlando. So it can be that, yeah, 100 miles compared to what, 5,000. It's quite an easy choice there for what waypoint I'm going to use. So inside that, all looks good. You can definitely hear the thunder up above. It's not really raining at the moment. It was raining earlier, but that has ceased by the looks of things. But it's definitely raining. We've got Air Catalonia to our right. We've got a JetBlue to our left. A few aircraft slowly loading into the airport into scenery now. Yeah, Air Catalonia back. They've been in a few past streams. Yeah, again, as always, very nice to see the release of traffic, thanks to the IVAO model matching. That JetBlue very much fits the scene. So we're at Atlanta's North Domestic Terminal. It's the terminal that Frontier mainly operate out of, as well as a few other airlines as well. Welcome, Martin. Not too bad myself. How about you? Finally got your purple name over on the Discord server. Have finally sorted that out. Let's greet the passengers and let's go through the weather setup, shall we? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard this Frontier Flight 1012 from Atlanta to Orlando. We thank you for choosing our operator today, and we'll get you there very shortly with departure in the next 20 minutes or so. It's a relatively stormy departure route, hopefully should clear up as we hit Orlando, but as always, we'll give you other updates as we get closer to our destination. Otherwise, we hope you enjoy your flight with us today, and any questions, feel free to speak to the cabin crew on board. Right, so as we wait for PACX to, there we go, finish recording that message, we'll now listen to the weather for Atlanta. Right, let's have a listen, shall we?
Winds 190 at 5 knots, 10 miles. Temperature 28 degrees Celsius. Broken layer at 20,000 feet. Altimeter 30.09. Dew point 19 degrees Celsius. Scattered clouds at 3,300 feet. Winds 190 at 5 knots, 10 miles.
There you go, so that's the ATIS for today. There's no ATC right now, going to be on Unicom, I believe, yes. So, switch to Unicom, there's no letter after that, which is going to be, well, local information for today's flight. So, set brightness up, set everything up. Perfect. 309 set, flight directors on and on. We'll leave the altitude and heading for the autopilot. And again, there's no initial climb, so to get straight to 37. Haven't even loaded the Copilot mod yet. That's probably important if you can fly the Copilot today. Let's give it 2 seconds to load in the background. While it does, we might as well plug in our departure information. So, Atlanta, departing. Departing from runway 009 left, and that's on the Smelts 2 departure.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat,
Goes there, insert that, flight plan, clear the user points, insert, that's perfect. So, departure's all set, set altitude, flights level 370. Altitude set, thank you very much. Everything looking good. Also, before I forget, first have fuel in the aeroplane up as well. That'll take a couple of minutes. Head over to dispatch again, go to the fuel page, and loading in kilos, we need 6118 kilos. Start loading. Don't know why the pushback tug's moving. Haven't called you yet. Right, so airplane's filling up now. Hopefully it's not going to do that thing where if I start typing numbers, it adds stats to the filling. There you go. Hasn't done that anymore. Hopefully we'll be able to live without the aircraft randomly filling up. Interesting to see the rear door open as well. Ah, so that's something. I don't know, has PACX updated where it's now kicking the ground service into life automatically? See, it's moving the front cargo, it's moving the catering at the back. They extended their options. Yeah, so some very, very good stuff from the okay, so payload's in op right now, but this is all working. So yeah, they're adding new features fly by all the time. And it really is expanding depth that this aircraft has. I do really, really like the FlyLive Studio. It's a very good aeroplane indeed. So the icons now work. You see there's a few storm cells, a few thunder cells just to our north and west. So yeah, Alabama looking quite stormy. Up towards Tennessee. Tennessee's pretty much covered with weather. Not too bad heading south. So you look down at Florida. Yeah, it's out of Atlanta. Head through Georgia into Florida. A few storm cells around Jacksonville. So for a few things to look out for. Apart from that, not looking too bad at the moment. It's not looking too bad. In terms of arrival information at Orlando, 7 knot winds, 180, so slightly stronger winds. And we're looking at 10 miles visibility, gusting 14, okay, so quite strong winds. And kind of medium visibility for arrival today, which you also bear that in mind. Right, so the aircraft's filling up now. That should take a couple of minutes to get going. We head over to ChartFox now. Let's have a look at the departure charts for us. Was it runway? Well, it's 09 right, smelts 2. So SID. Smikey smelts 2 departure on the RNAV. Nice and standard. Depart to the airport and then head south following the route through Smelts. That's fine. Taxi maps airport diagram up. 09 left being our departure taxiway. So we're currently in ramp 1. Pushback facing south. Oh, that's an easy taxi. So we just push back, head south onto Lima, follow Lima, and then that's where we're going to take off today. So very simple taxi. Nice and easy for us to work with. We're at standard 05 is this? Lima 5 or Tango 5. So at this point we're now waiting for the passengers aboard, waiting for the fuel to load up, and as soon as people on board we'll also start the APU as well. The fuel I can't imagine will take that much longer now. We go back to the fuel page. So 6118 are at 43. Thank you. So we're now pre-flight. Passengers boarded. 2 minutes of fueling left.
1 hour and 15 minutes. Please note the cabin doors now closed.
Yesterday, flyer, I do have the MacBook A330. Welcome Don, welcome Ryan, welcome Razbing, welcome LiveSpecs. How are you all doing today? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. Just getting towards the final stages of our flight planning. Everything's set into the cockpit. So now it's a case of, let's say, fueling and getting ourselves independent of the ground to continue the rest of our departure. We might as well bring the fuel pumps online now. Yeah, enjoy the cute little Harp Seal on the wings. So this is, what's his name again? North was his name. North Baby Harp Seal. What Frontier have are decorated liveries in all their aircraft. A whole different animal on their tail. And so November 338 Foxtrot Romeo holds a Baby Harp Seal. Martin goes for the turtle, very good. Whitey Diz is in a Frontier, couple rows behind. Yes, we look at the ground map right now. Somewhat busy at Jacksonville, Atlanta today. So we've got Frontier 3-4. There's an Air France apparently. An Air France in Tenerife. They're in a 320. It's a long range 320 that, but okay. Air France 616 currently at the airport. Good chance we might try and spot them on the departure route today. We've got Delta Airlines 1774. Not sure about the model matching for that, Air Catalonia. Got FFT 10112, which is us, and then you've got JetBlue 125. Departures out today, 7 outbound. 1, 2, 3, 4 people heading to MCO today. Denver departure, we've got a Myrtle Beach departure actually, very good. And then Tenerife's there. Inbound, aircraft from Denver and aircraft from San Francisco, neither of which, well, that actually should be of, there you go, half an hour away. So we may even spot, nah, a bit too far out for us I think, just a bit too far out. And San Francisco aircraft, yeah, they're miles away, miles and miles and miles. Well, an L1011, interestingly enough. Would have been nice to have seen that one inbound. Right, let's get ready to go, I guess. APU starts. Aircraft fueled, thank you very much. Air France's 320 base. Oh, do they? Oh, I never knew that, Sal. Interesting. So they have got a 320 base out in the French colonies. Okay, so they have got a few domestic flights within that region. What we're going to do now, ask IDK still meet. So we've done the basic setup process of the aircraft. And so at this point, we're now getting ourselves ready to, well, leave basically. We'll switch over to Unicom 122-800. Make sure that's active. Make sure Unicom sets for the taxi departure, so 09 lefts, parking gates, is it Tango 5 or Lima 5? Taxiways, that was taxiways Lima, sorry, ramp 1 and Lima, holding short at oh, just I'll draw Lima then, so yeah, Mike 2 Lima, Lima's gonna be that one. Standard departure date is the Smelts 2. And transition altitude, as ever in America, is 18,000 feet. Level 180. We'll do our performance now. So, flaps takeoff be flaps 1. Flex temp is 71. And our V speeds are 123, 124, and 128. Transition 18000. So we're now done with our setup. APU is available. APU starts. Give it a few seconds to run through systems and cuts the external power. Now independence to ground, and we are just about ready to push back now. Quick file check, make sure you set as you'd like. Put a little bit brighter behind the glare shield there. Check the space behind us. The Air France has stuck itself there, so we have to wait for them to move. As soon as they move, we'll then be able to get going. Air France? Oh, it's well, they've decided to taxi around and then just block the path basically. Interesting choice there from the Air France. Thank you very much. The other Air France is pushed back from the gate now, so they'll be going to queue behind us. We have to wait for them to move now. As soon as they move, we'll then announce our pushback intentions and make our way going. Favourite polar airports? I quite like Simwing's Munich. They decided to reverse for some reason. I'm not sure what they're thinking. But given that the Air Catalonia is now pushing back, what they're doing is, well, dumb, basically. So now I've created conflicts with the Air Catalonia. We'll let him sort himself out. So announce our pushback, pop open PushbackZoomer, and let's get going. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
So let the target get into position. Activates the beacon lights. Also, seatbelts, I think. Probably important. Ground from flight deck.
Good afternoon, Captain. Yes, everything is ready down here. Please release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
Engine to ignition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hey, we are the pet-friendly airline, but I just saw a couple of kittens run across my
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Turn facing south.
Start turning so you will be facing a southern course.
Little off the centre line, but not too bad that. Stop, pushback. Stop, pushback.
Okay, tell when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Okay, have a nice flight.
Right, so pushback from gates, engine 2 is still stabilising, so I'll give that a few minutes, well, a few seconds to do that. 16, 17, 18, engine 2 is available, engine 1 starts. Quick flight control check, make sure everything is active on the main systems, elevators set, elevators set, rudder set, spoilers set, perfect. Flaps position 1.
Flaps to 1.
Yeah, the thunder's getting a bit stronger now. Keep a very close eye on the weather during takeoff today. I think we'll activate the weather radar now, so predictive wind shear sets, where that's gone. There, so predictive wind shear automatic, set you to Tara, and weather radar over to system 1. As soon as we start climbing, that'll start to show us the different weather pattern in front of us. Also, while we wait for that, engine 1 stable, ignition off, APU off, anti-ice on. Right, anti-ice comes on, taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Thank you. Right, so that's our taxi intentions. Let's get going. Parking brake released and increase the throttle. Yes, background voice is it's the Frontier Safety demo spout. It's the only one I could find over 4 minutes in length, and it's quite a comedic one, so I thought we'd go for that one in the background today. Yeah, it is a Frontier one. It is a Frontier flight attendant's voice we're hearing. Yeah, not too sure flights in 2020. The A320 cockpits on other aircraft are getting a bit old now. I think I'll probably wait for something a bit more official to join us before I fly anything like that. Display card Mark Po. I'm using a GTX 1660 in the system. Is the aeroplane moving? He is going very, very slowly. The answer is yes. Yes, he is. Right, there's our pre-takeoff checklist, so we'll do that now. Auto brake set to max, signs are active, cabin check. Spoilers armed, and takeoff config test. And there you go, our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. We've got 3 minutes on our expected departure time there. We will be airborne probably on time today. Can't see ourselves being super late on that 3 minute and 15-second marker. JetBlue's not really, well, he's not communicating on Unicom. That's going to be a problem if he's not going to be active on ATC. Means that there could be some conflicts with their arrival into... There you go. Now he's doing it. Right, so holding short. As soon as he gets moving, we'll take his position hold and get ourselves ready to go. Right, there he goes. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
Oops, there you go. Don't know why, the Copilot mod seems to be... It's like a small stutter. When I get the Copilot to do a command, it just stutters for a second. I don't know if that's something in the latest updates, but it did update yesterday. VoiceAttack HCS. I'm hoping it's nothing serious in regards to the... to the sim. We'll see how it goes. Right. This is not handcrafted. At least I don't know if it's handcrafted or not. This is a mod I downloaded for Flights Not 2. It might be a handcrafted version of it. Well, it could be. What I know is that I've got a version off of Flights Not 2. Right. So I'll wait for them to announce their part. Well, we can see they're airborne, but we'll allow them to give seconds to announce that they're airborne. Right, let's get going, shall we? Throttle 40. 1, 2 stable. To flex. There we go. Knots. 100 knots. V1 rotates. Positive right, gear up. Tell you what, this probably could be a handcrafted Atlanta. Definitely better than defaults, that's for sure. Flaps up. Smaller hand turn gets ourselves onto the flight plan. So find the flight director on this one. This is IVAO, go on next Lance. This is IVAO. I'm going to reduce throttle to climb position now. Autopilot's on.
That's on.
So I'm going to hands the aircraft to autopilot. Whoa, shoot! Hands the aircraft to autopilot. And watch try to spin the aircraft out of the air. That's not intentional. Yeah, I'm guessing that's down to the... So the flyby, the custom flyby for the A320neo requires like a 17 FPS limit, and it's with the Copilot mod's adding some sort of lag. I'm not sure what the lag is. I'll drop a message to the developer later, but there is a small stutter in there. I say a command and it just stutters a bit. I'll make them aware of it. I'm going to close Copilot now, so we won't use the Copilot for us as a flight, just for the sake of avoiding stuff like that again. So you can see how much faster Twitch is. Twitch's reaction to that was instant. YouTube's like one person. Yikes! You can see here the different, massive time difference between the the different channels. But yeah, gotta be very careful sometimes with this. I'll just swap the aircraft in front of us, so that will be that one there. 2,900 feet above us, climbing towards Hism. That's that aeroplane right there. And we have to look at the TCAS side of things. So there's the aircraft in front of us. Ah, they just disappeared off the map. There you go. So the aircraft in front of us, aircraft behind us, also now on the runway.
Turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to use your seatbelt fastening throughout the
Alright.
duration of the
Turn
flight.
off the
Not
landing
formal
lights
lines
now.
will allow.
This is America, so I should have the wing lights on as well as part of my flying. I'm also going to turn a bit of brightness on the overheads. A little bit dark in the cockpit, not too bad once you get above the cloud layer. But just gonna keep that running. Underneath for the other aircraft on the radar, well, this is default, Richard. This is now default Microsoft Flight Simulator. They added live traffic TCAS on the ND for default aircraft in the flight sim. There we go. Now past Atlanta, there's the airport behind us. Catch my sound below there across the ground. Next stop, Orlando. Welcome, Volanta, how you doing? Welcome to Channel to Chat. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Not just 320, George, it's on all aircraft with these kind of digital displays. So if it's flying 787 or 747, then both of those also have the aircraft on display as well. Vex wants Microsoft Flight going to be pilots. Well, good luck with that, Vex. A lot of training, a lot of hard work. It's a very rewarding thing when you do get there. At some point, I'd very much like to do a private hobby license. There is a chance for that, maybe next couple of years, but see how things go, basically. See how things go. About to pass through the upper cloud level now, so I'm going to keep the seatbelt sign running just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer to allow the aircraft to get through the cloud turbulence. But once we're above this bit, things should start to rise up quite nicely for us. Live specs with some more dead jokes that nobody finds funny anymore. When the A380 comes, Eric, I'm going to do either Heathrow to Johannesburg or Heathrow to Cape Town. It'll be long haul flights from London to South Africa. Haven't decided which destination yet, but it'll be a London to Africa flight. And at some point we'll probably do a a Dubai flight as well, because come on. Emirates, A380s, go hand in hand basically, so there's a few flights we'll definitely do. Well, if you can arrange it, drag person, then we can do a shared cockpit flights, if you can arrange it. So pass through 18,000, show over to standard altimeter as US standards. Now on the upper cloud layer, keep a close eye on that. The flashing lights of the aircraft behind us now. Relatively close actually. Relatively close, but as long as there's separation between us, that's what really matters. And as we get to 37,000, I'll probably do a quick check as well of the altitude spacing. If we need to climb or descend, then we can certainly do that. If I have a look at the flight plans for the other aircraft outbound, so that is me. The aircraft behind us, they're doing a cruising altitude of 37 planned, and they're doing plan of 35. So, in theory, I'm going to change my cruising altitude to because PACX is looking for 37. I was going to do 33, but that may cause conflicts with PACX in regards to it still seeing us as climbing when it's flight. Probably do 39 then. So we'll level off 37. And then I'll immediately step climb to 39. Now we've got separation just between the aircraft that's all flying to Orlando at the moment. Can't do even numbers, Dizzy. Can't do even numbers. Has to be odd numbers. So you can do 300, 320, sorry, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 35 and 37 been taken. I'm going to go to 39. So you've got 31 or 33 as spacing. Favourite airline? Mine's Ryanair. FX plays. My favourite airline's Ryanair. Flown them plenty of times. Never had an issue. How many hours do I have in this game, Nikki? Probably about 400-500, something ridiculous like that. I use Microsoft Flight Sim probably way too much, especially for long haul flights. So the hours do build up. So we passed through 23,000. Still in this cloud layer. I'm hoping things do clear up. It's getting brighter though. It's getting brighter, so that is a sign of positive things to come. I don't know what I'm doing like that, like I'm looking out the window. My monitor's right there, but I'm not like, what's going up there? See, that's just the immersion of it. It just feels so real, so real. I wonder if the MFS is the co-pilot option. While I'm here as well, I'm just going to quickly kill the realism, line time, real. Thank you there for your cousin for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you for supporting the channel. You are a star. Thank you very much. Let's leave that enabled. Again, the messages thing, that's all fine. Yeah, thanks dude. You are fantastic. Thank you for supporting the channel. What's this? PACX signs, no smoking, no port device. Ah, so modern aircraft, you've got USB thing. Instead of no smoking sign, you can switch that to no ports. Very smart. Sure it require a reload. I'm liking that option as well. There's so much going on with this. So much going on. What I'd like to see at some point is well, you used to have the co-pilot option, so make the co-pilot pop in and pop out. I might seeing that back again at some stage. Let me turn up the brightness of the lower systems, exactly with boost as well. Gonna go for the integrated lights, I think. Yeah, much better. Much better, that's. Would you get track IR? That's the thing in live specs. I don't know because, well, I can see the use of it. I also don't see the point in moving your head across a monitor to move your head around. If I was going to do that, I'd get a VR headset. And to be fair, the Rift 2, the Quest 2, the wireless mode one, that one's actually not too bad at $299. It's not too bad at all. So you never know. VR might be my it's one of my next investments for the channel. It's hard to control things cockpit. Not particularly swift. If you've got enough practice for it, know what the basics do and all that. It's not difficult at all. Not difficult at all. Now, what I'm liking is this pattern here. So where the pattern here, we kind of fly alongside. It's not going to cause any problems. But notice that the US and Oscar Kilo waypoints following this storm pattern, that does match the one we just saw down south. There we go. Yeah, so just to the west of Jacksonville, there's a little storm pattern there. That one, a little bit distant, isn't too dissimilar from what we're reporting on the ND there. No, Raj, I'm not a real-life pilot. I've just got a heavy interest in the hobbyists. The Megpack 1037, it's been a bit quiet recently, KSS. I'd love seeing more, well, detailed about it soon, but it has been a bit quiet. No, yeah, not too bad, MB. Not too bad. How you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chats. Was at work this morning, so as always, busy in the morning, but nice and calm in the evenings. I hope this cloud load doesn't last too. Oh no, yeah, you can't see where it is breaking out now. Just a few more thousand to go before we leave the clouds. Anyone unhappy? Just look at the baby Harp Seal. Look at the baby Harp Seal and be happy. That's all you need in life. All you need. all you need. Is the Medevac 737 going to be free? Yes, it will, KSS. The Medevac 737 will be freeware when it releases. I don't have my PPL Spectre. I do plan to train for it at some points. Probably an MPPL as well, for PPL. We'll see. There are a few options out there. I prefer IVAO because that's the bandmate. Short answer. Winglet seal suit, yes. Also have the winglet seals as well. Although scrolling out, that requires more of the noisy mouse action for that. Right, 31,000, and we are now breaking the clouds, I think. Yeah, just getting there. I can see some blue in the background now. I can see some blue. Mouse ASMR. It's an old Dell mouse from like, what, 15 years ago now? Out of all the mice I've had in the past, gaming mice, cheap Chinese mice and all that, this one's lasted nearly 2 decades now, so I like it. It's my trusty mouse that will never fail me. Yes, they fixed the whiting now, so it's much greatly reduced from what was before. The ISO model's still there, but it no longer turns the aircraft into basically a popsicle, so that's a massive fix. I think everybody's grateful for. Why does France have animals and tails? Why not? V-Plays? Vex-Play, sorry. Why not? Why the heck not? They want animals in their tail. Let them have animals in their tail. Favourite non-budget airline? Favourites non-budgets? Probably Alitalia, British Airways, or Olympic Air. I like Alitalia's Embraers, their cabins are fantastic. British Airways, got a couple of likes of them, they're not too bad, service pretty decent. And Olympic Air, which is the subsidiary of Aegean that do the domestic flights in Greece. Just very nice service, basically. It's a very good aircraft in their fleets. Can you shout out Tamara's mini smurfing ton? I've done a video on that. I've done a video a little while ago on the camera system of Microsoft Flight Sim. It's not a difficult follow. It's a few steps, but if you want to see the tutorial, this is the link for it there. Right, so we're breaking out of the cloud now. There's no turbulence, so I'm going to turn off seatbelt sign and give passengers their freedoms back. Moderate cruise. Let's have a look at the passengers, shall we? Now look, any famous names, anybody you recognise, this is kind of the opportunity to take a look at that. 167 passengers, so there should be a few names that maybe stand out. But let's have a look, shall we? So far, nobody stands out. I think there's a Bradley Payne, but not a Bartley Payne. It's quite famous. Yeah, not really standouts for me. Just yeah, just generic passengers today. Nobody really sticks out. Welcome, Veggie, how you doing? GW likes Air France and CityLink. CityLink's an airline I've not flown before. They've got quite a few. They've got quite a few airlines in their portfolio. They've got a few airline short haul domestic hops. Yes, there's the seatbelt sign in the A320neo does interact with PACX. So now, if I go to the main menu, it will give me the option to turn off on the seatbelt sign, as opposed to turn them off. So that was an update a couple of weeks ago on the PACX side of things. They've integrated the seatbelt sign now with the PACX. They've got that for pretty much all of the default and majority of the mod aircraft now, which is pretty good. It's called PACX, Albi. It's called PACX, TFDi design PACX. So now at 370, we'll let the aircraft level off momentarily so that we can change flight phase from climb to cruise. And while it does that, I'm going to quickly announce that we're going to step climb. So altitude adjustments to flight level 390. Go. So now it's start coming to 390. Add that to that and select. Man, that's not a sound I've had in a long time in an Airbus. That's the altitude thing there. Which my cooking is running as well. Yeah, that is running. I think the heavy cloud probably facing a bit of the frame rate today. It's not horrible. There is a little bit of slowness in this, just a tiny bit of slowness. Long hauls planned every 3 weeks, NV. Whenever I'm not working on a Friday, we do long haul flights. Is it normally for community folder to be empty? Yes, new smart thing. If the sim's updated, sometimes it clears out the community folder if there's a chance that it may cause lagging and crashing issues. So if it's empty, it just means that your mods need to re-download because it could have caused problems with the updates. What does expedite button do? So expedite, it essentially forces the aircraft to meet certain waypoints by certain distances. It's a secondary autopilot mode that works alongside the LNAV and VNAV. Welcome, Anish, how are you doing? Welcome to Channel Chat, how are you today? How are you doing? Also, the benefit of climbing flight level 390 is that we are now well above the cloud layer. We've got, is that Jacksonville Centre? Jacksonville, it is... Yes, Jacksonville Centre. 8C for approach today. Very, very good for that. 132825. Oops, sorry, 95 on 825. There we go. So our call sign is Frontier Flight 1012, currently inbound Oscar Kilo. Hello there, Jacksonville. This is Frontier Flight 1012 at flight level 390, inbounds Oscar Tango Kilo.
Frontier Flight 1012, Jacksonville, today set for 4501.
Squawk 4501 for Frontier Flights 1012. Gotta remember, Americans also group the numbers on their call signs. It's not 1012, we're 1012. Gotta remember that. That's a very American thing, that. And only America do that. Ooh, yeah, so we do get ATC. So we came from the north. If we look at the south, there's no coverage there because it's not Jacksonville Centre, it's Orlando Centre. That's, oh no, sorry, it's Lauderdale Centre, Fort Lauderdale Centre, down south. What we're landing on? Runway 18 right. Ooh, no, that's fine.
Flight 1012, radar contact at level 390, proceed direct Oscar Tango Kilo, clear Santiago 6 arrival, one descent to cross Tuna, flight level 290, and descend the calling for descent.
Frontier Flight 1012 is flying inbounds to Oscar Kilo and cleared for the Piglet 6 departure, and when we're ready to descend, we'll descend down to flights level 290. Cool, so we've been given permission to descend as soon as we're ready to descend. We've actually beginning our clearance as well, so I shall plug that in immediately. Also, clears our
Volanta
direct
going,
points.
call sign again, only call sign.
Just confirm that the basis, yeah, that's fine.
Frontier Flight 34 Jacksonville today, stock ident.
Right, so runway 18 right, Piglet 6. No Vias, insert that. Ooh, no. Sorry, I did want that. Okay, 18 right, Piglet 6. No Vias via +10 kilo. That's what I wanted, sorry. It's the transition I wanted, so insert that. There, that's more like it. Ooh, come on, aeroplane. Don't do this to me.
Frontier Flight 1012, confirm direct Oscar Tango Kilo.
Yes, apologies for that. Direct Oscar Tango Kilo for Frontier Flights 1012. Yeah, that's just flyby doing what flyby. Well, Microsoft Flight Sim doing what Microsoft Flight Sim does best. Not a flyby issue. That's Microsoft Flight Sim issue. That. Welcome to flight simming. Right, get our performance calculator up as well. So performance. Look at the arrival charts
Frontier
for.
Flight 34, once again, quick mode item.
That's. Gets the approach charts for 18 right. Down to 4,000 feet in sept. So plug in 4,000. Sorry, sync that, and then 4,000.
And Frontier Flight 34, squawk 4502.
Perfect, so 110 miles before descent. Sorry, 1.4 miles before airport start of descent. That's been programmed for approaching straight in, that's fine. Currently at 206, so top descent probably in about 5-10 minutes or so. Plugging our performance for the arrival now, so performance, next phase, approach, QNH 3007. It's altimeter, not QNH, well, same thing. Temperature is 33 centigrades, 2.21. Winds 180, that's 7, gusting 14. Transition 18,000, standard US.
Frontier Flight 34, squawk 4502.
And radio barometer for the approach. Class A ILS 18 right, 29418, 294.
Any aircraft on the frequency, how do you read?
Perfect. So that's all I'm done with now. That's our approach programmed and ready to go.
Frontier Flight 1012, Jacksonville.
Frontier 1012, go ahead.
Frontier Flight 1012, how do you read?
Read 55, Frontier Flights 1012.
1012, thank you, start descent, and maintain flight level 290.
Start descent, maintain 290 for Frontier Flight 1012. Right, let's descend, shall we? So, 29,000.
Frontier Flight 34, radar
Step.
contact flight level 370, proceed direct to Oscar Tango Kilo, cleared difficulty 6 arrival, 110 to cross Hakuna, level 290, Orlando landing south.
If showing you that, Captain D, make sure you've loaded the flight, the IVAO clients first. Sorry, the core. You load core first, then clients. If you haven't got the core running, then you've got a problem. There's 2 steps loading IVAO. The core and then the clients. Not sure, Mini Smurf Fog. Try not to copy and paste that, because that's just spam. It's heading too fast. What are we doing right now? No. It's 3,800 feet per descent, but standard commercial is 3 degrees down. So as long as we're within 3 degrees of the horizon, that's a pretty standard descent mark, that. And with the ATC today as well, it's ATC that do the majority of our descending management today, so all I will do is basically listen to what they say and do what they say.
Frontier Flight 34, descend and maintain flight level 2990.
Orlando Tower's online. Very good, thank you, Spell, for the heads up. Orlando Tower is online, 118450. Get on to the standby. 118450. You can request descent clock if you need it. You can request, so just say call sign, requesting descent basically. Nice and simple, not too much to say.
Frontier Flight 1012, sorry my mistake, Orlando's landing north, so expect island 35 right.
Ooh, 35 right, okay. Frontier Flights 1012, Orlando expensive north for landing 35 rights. Okay, so I'm going to change that now.
Frontier Flight 34, radio check.
35 rights. Okay, got 6 arrivals still. No vias, and it was via that. Insert. And the next waypoint is skipping that. I love the Microsoft Flight Sim. You are such a pain sometimes. Flight directs go towards 0. If we go over to our radio navigation, so 11.15 set for runway 35. I'll go back to the charts, going to change it for the 35 side now. 35 right, localize ILS. The minimum, well, frequency. So that's there you go. Localizer 1115. Orlando is 112.2. That goes into VOR. And the minimums now is so still 290. So go back to performance. Go back to the approach phase. Change that to 290. And the rest of it stays the same. 18,000. V approach 124. Flaps for landing. Perfect. We're now at 29,000, flight level 290. That was the first step descent they gave us. Perfect. We'll also stick the VOR on the screen there, so that gives me the distance from the airport, 152 nautical miles. 184 down there, that's a similar match for the airports. That also takes into account the approach path, that one's just direct to the airports. It's not to change on the IVAO client, Peninsula. If you don't want to do it on the aircraft, you can do it on the IVAO clients, that's not a problem. Is using radio, is barometer set for the minimums over radio. It's down to, so radio.
Frontier Flight 1012, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Descend and maintain 250 for Frontier Flights 1012. I'm not quite sure the difference, if I'm honest with you, between radio and barometer. I just go for barometer because that's what I understand. I think one's down to sea level, the other's down to ground level, but if I'm honest with you, I don't know. That's something I have to do a bit more research. Well, a bit of reading on it, basically look at Wikipedia, basically. So I don't know everything. I do make small mistakes, but I'm not too sure the difference between radio and barometer. So I use barometer, is that one I know works. And it's based off of the barometer level. The facial radio is based off of sea level, and barometer based off of ground level. The other way around, something like that. Barometer sea level, and radio's ground level. Yeah, because radio altimeter, that's based off the ground. And the barometer, you always reset pressure onto a ground level, or to water level, sorry. The sea level's always at 0.
Jacksonville Control, good afternoon. Sierra Charlie Victor 003, radio check.
Sierra Charlie Victor 003, loud and clear.
No, also radio
Use the
check.
compatibility mod, Phil, eh? Use the compatibility mod for the
Charlie
F21.
003, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now, I'm interested. What I'm going to do is many aircraft follow the 154 course. I just want to see what the let's have a look. If I force it on the piglet 6, so that's is that path made? Ooh, yeah, there is a difference. So if we go towards Jasmine, and then yeah, back to heading. Holding 25.
25, 10, 12, direct to Piggles.
Fly direct to Piggles for Frontier Flights 1012.
Frontier Flight 1012, maintain 11,000 Orlando, altimeter 3005.
Descend and maintain flight level 110 and altimeter for Orlando is 3005.
Frontier Flight 1012, negative, it's 11,000 and the altimeter 3005.
So descend to 11,000, sorry, and it's altimeter 3005 for Frontier Flight 1012. Again, not used to altimeter being above 10,000, just a small little bit on my part, but hey ho, it's not a big problem. So continue our descent, altimeter is set. Let's continue our descent. Yeah, definitely a thunderstorm down below. Definitely a thunderstorm. Welcome Captain Nick, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat, how are you today? Short flight, yes, it's only a short flight this one. Although, I think it's like the US's 8th or 7th busiest flight in the country in terms of passenger numbers. It's a very busy trip, just not a very long one. Forget FlightControlReplay running in the background. Also now going to activate the seatbelt sign. So back to their seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please adjust your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Oh, if it doesn't like ATC, don't use IVAO, I'm afraid, or VATSIM. There's no point flying on the online networks if you then don't want to fly on the online networks. So, Slav, basically when it comes to transition levels, so American transition level is 18,000, but I've been cleared below 18,000. I've been cleared to 11,000, and so I essentially changed my altimeter when I'm assigned it. So yes, altimeter changes to 18,000, but I've already been assigned my altimeter for descent below 18,000, therefore I can change it at this point on. As long as my aircraft's at 11,000 at altimeter 3005, that's what they care about. Doesn't matter when you change it, as long as your aircraft's level at the point they want you to be level. White Tower and the PFD, that I believe is next to the VOR. Yes, so set of VOR points, in this case 112,100, something like that. Double check. So 112,20, and then that pops the arrow in the direction of that VOR point. It's a standard thing in the A320, and it's something that aircraft do in real life. Essentially, that arrow points towards the direction of Orlando Airport, or the VOR point even that's pointing towards. Airport in real life, it's going to be Helsinki, New Bricks, Helsinki, Volanta. Fantastic airport, been through there a few times. It's a very good wooden build. It's got like an outdoor airport view deck. I like it. I do like it. It's not just the US practice, Slav, it's everywhere in the world. As soon as they give you an altimeter to set, then you set the altimeter. How do you find VOR frequencies? All on charts, all on charts. In this case, the VOR is up here, Orlando 112.2. I don't think there's anything closer to the airports. Nope, that's just the VO up there. I don't even point towards the executive airports. Localized for the airports, that's that. Because yeah, anything between 109 to 111 is, sorry, 109 to 111.90 is localizer. 1120 to 1179 is VOR points, and 1169 is VOR points, and then 118. So yeah, 1179 is VOR points. 1180 to 1329 is radio, and I'm not sure what's above 140. I think that's about it. A different frequency, the bands mean different systems.
So I guess collectively it means that we just...
Oops, YouTube adverts. Need to check something 2 seconds. Not that one. I can't find it anymore. That's a shame. There's another video I was going to make reference to, but sadly I can't find the video anymore. I'll be digging later. Not sure what you mean by that, Klopp. FlightControlReplay or PACX. Not sure what you mean by that. So we're now level at 11,000. That's fine. Aircraft is going to reduce speed to 250. As in essence, going to hit that 1050 blow part soon. I think I'm going to leave it manual at this point. So leave it at 280. Just keep speed running a bit higher now until we get to this next bit of descent. Welcome NT28 Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. I had an amazing flight from Tokyo to OM, whatever was that in Japan? It's Japanese airport, I don't remember where. It's not Osaka, is it? I don't think it is. Deep red sunset on arrival, contacts how beautiful sim is, out of the box. It is good, what's shame. It is really, really, really good. I do love Microsoft Flight Sim, and when we do X-Plane on Wednesday, that I'm confirming now, we'll do X-Plane on Wednesday, be very interested to see how it kind of differs. So it's been a while since I last did X-Plane myself, so it will be a show. When we go back, it will be a show. Get the Thrustmaster, NT28 Gaming, get the Thrustmaster. If you're going for a yoke, I recommend a Honeycomb over the Logitech stuff. You want to do business jet flights, commercial flights. Again, it also comes down to what aircraft you want to fly. If you want to fly Cessnas and 737s, go for a yoke. You can fly Airbus and Cirrus, for example. Use stick. Use the aircraft you want. We're on IVAO, Xeon. I'm sure you've asked that question in the past before. You fly on IVAO on this channel. Yeah, so we'll be flying the 737 next plane. Again, it's been too long since last flew the 737. Well, there's no Learjet to Microsoft Flight Sim, NT. Ultimately, choose what you want to use, basically. Choose what you want to use. We're going to have the fun job of installing the metal package for X-Plane by that later. That would be a bit of fun. Matsuyama. Yeah, that is more of an obscure one. It's Oscar for Osaka. There we go. Cheers, what a shame. Must show you passengers. Yes, there is, Eric. We're using PACX. TFDi design PACX. There's your cabin. All the green dots are your passengers. White dots are your flight attendants. We've done a couple of flights in Seattle. Ilcourt. If you go to YouTube and just search Drawyah Seattle. Okay, we've just done the one. San Francisco to SeaTac. That was 9 months ago. That was, oh look, using default livery. So that would have been just as Sim first released, actually. That would have been when, yeah, back when I was getting 30,000 views per stream. What a time. Oh, I miss everybody. I really do. Yeah, before the webcam was a thing. Back when we flew default multiplayer. Ah. Yeah, back when default multiplayer was the big way to go for traffic. Man, look at that 320.
5012, support CD.
Frontier flights 1012, currently doing 280 knots, Mach point 5.
Confirm 280 knots.
Yeah, that was age ago. Age ago.
Frontier flight 1012, start control.
Say again, sorry, for Frontier flight 1012?
Frontier flight 1012, confirm 280 knots speed.
AFIRM, 280 knot speed for Frontier flight 1012. Yeah, voice like your NVIDIA GeForce.
Thank you.
If I don't like what I'm uploading, then why would I upload in the first place? If I like my own video, I'll go like it. There's nothing to be ashamed about. You missed the scenery in X-Plane, Casey. Are you under a rock? I mean, okay. The X-Plane scenery is decent, but you saying you miss it compared to this? Compared to this beauty? Come on, dude. You can use the activation key, Tom. You literally all you have to do is go to the PACX websites, or TFDi design websites. No, it's fine all back now, isn't it? Go to TFDi design website, make sure I can hide it before I react to reset it. Log in, enter, log in. PACX. Right, let me inspect elements. Let me just hide the key, and let me hide my account number. So when you go to
1012, clear direct wave in and continue descent to 4,000 as parameters.
fly directs to ways in and descends to 4,000 feet for Frontier flights 1012. Alright, so down to 4,000, set the speed back and directs to ways in. Oh yes, if you go to the TFDi design websites, go to your name, go to the bit of all your products basically, and then it'll show you how many activations you've got left, and then when you've got 0 left, at the bottom it'll just say reset activations, and then you reset them and it's good to go. It's a way to stop the basically it's a way to stop piracy, people showing the same key everywhere. You just reset the activations and then you're good to go again. There's absolutely no issue with the PACX activation. Do it as many times as you want. 10 minutes landing. 10 minutes. The tablet is FlyPad. It's defaults with the A320neo. If you get the A320neo mod, it comes built into the aircraft. Very, very good. Do really like the functionality of it. So bus below 10,000, aircraft's at 250 knots.
534, Jacksonville radio check.
Welcome Joshith, how you doing? Welcome to Chat, how you doing dude? Welcome back. Has been a little while, man. We do a special video of 50k subs. We'll see, Pascal. We'll see. We'll see if we even get there. Things are not as fast as they used to be, but hey ho, I don't mind too much. Atlanta's the world's busiest airport ever. You sure, Keenan? I'm sure the busiest airport is probably Dubai for traffic and passenger movements. It's the main hub of Emirates, who do fly a lot around the world. Real life meetup 50k. Real life meetups probably happen at the flight sim shows and stuff like that, as opposed to random places in London. Yeah, remove the invisible space after the activation code because they won't recognise it. Right, so I should probably start thinking about, well, focusing on this approach now because we are descending. We are shortly about to arrive. So yeah, let's get ourselves focused on the approach.
Before confirm, you can receive instructions by voice.
Real life group flights, absolutely. Right, welcome to the fun. Oh, okay, not yet. Welcome to thunderstorms. We've got a more clear skies left. Right, so I'm now going to start running the replay now. Would you flight Emirates 787 flight and deliveries to summer again? Absolutely, Keenan. Absolutely. We'll definitely do a few more flights in Emirates colours. There's a whole world out there of airlines for us to fly. What was it? It was from Abu Dhabi to Munich. That was a pretty good flight, actually. I did really enjoy that one. Thank you, Takeoff, for the £10 there. Thank you very much. 50k coming soon. We'll see, dude. We'll see. Thank you very much. You are a star.
Frontier Flight 1012, if you want, you can lower your rate of descent. You have long distance to go.
Roger that, Frontier 1012. We'll increase our rate of descent. No problem. Right, I'll increase our rate of descent slightly just to
We have begun our final descent to Orlando. Flight attendants
keep things going.
have select
Yes, Charlie, we are working tomorrow. I am working tomorrow, yes.
upright seat. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seatback pocket or under the seat.
Yeah, so my most viewed live stream was the London to Dubai flight. That was my first live stream with the 787, and I think it was one of the first actually in the 787 as a whole. Bit of a downer at the end of the go around. That was
Flight 1013, Jacksonville, good day.
yeah, that was shame to go around, but it's kind of where I learned to just ignore chat during the final approach. Ignore that because you guys are terrible at being backseat pilots. So fly my own now. I don't turn to you guys.
Frontier Flight 1013, Jacksonville, good day again.
That's for the approach phase now. Don't turn. I don't know why it keeps turning sometimes. Still flying direct to well. I'm waving now. No, not. Still going to waving.
Squawk 4505, Frontier Flight 1013.
Frontier Flight 1013, radar contact flight level 330, cleared for the Eagles 6 arrival. Orlando landing north, when ready, descend and maintain flight level 2900, plan descent to cross Kuna at flight level 2900.
Frontier Flight 1013.
Landing a couple of minutes, Specs. About 5 minutes will be landing, something like that. I'm not off work, Keenan, because I work in the railways, and trains do still need to run, regardless if it's a bank holiday or events. Right, that's one. I'm 1012, local. I'm 1012, not 1013. 1013 is just somebody watching a stream who decides to basically use the same call sign as me, +1. Slightly annoying when I do that, but nothing I can really do about that. Life goes on. Life goes on. I'm waiting for an update with the bus, Bigger. As soon as you get an update, maybe like another route or something, then we'll do another stream with the bus. I do really enjoy it. There's only so far you can take the same route back and forth without people getting bored of it. Plus, hey, the AI still
Frontier flight 1013, no problem.
still an interesting setup. Ooh, Hakuna Matata, that. I don't mind flying viewers, Cathal, as long as everybody's following the rules and following everything within... Ooh, bit of thunder there, probably a plane strike that. As long as everyone's following the rules and communicating with ATC, that's the...
Frontier flight 1012, I need to follow this traffic at 10 o'clock, 29 miles from you, reporting inside.
29 miles to my 10 o'clock. Negative, traffic is not in sight, Frontier Flight 1012.
1012, thank you, still.
We'll keep an eye out for them, but 29 miles... Okay, there it is, they're the same altitude, they are the same altitude as me, so they're going to be obscured by the cloud over there, that's probably a given.
003, just for your information, you are not flying through my airspace, you can monitor Unicum 22.8.
Which aircraft was that? What's the call sign? So that's the aircraft that he told us to worry about, the Air Brazil.
Direct to hotel, Kilo Uniform, November, Alpha, Frontier Flight 1013.
Frontier Flight 1013, that's negative. Actually, get proceed direct to Eagle, Papa, India, Golf Lima Tango.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, but there's the 321, Air Brazil, landing in 18 hours. I think that, yeah, their flight plan's a little bit wrong.
Frontier Flight 1012, reporting flight, correction, report speed.
Frontier Flight 1012 currently doing 178 knots.
Frontier Flight 1012, I need you 200 or greater due to separation.
AFM will speed up to 200 for Frontier Flight 1012. So we're going to go up to 200 knots.
Frontier Flight 1013.
Oh, it's a stopover. Okay, stopover in Orlando.
1013 standby,
No,
Frontier
domestic
Flight 34, turn
Brazil
right,
flights.
heading to 10.
210, is that for us or for them? That 210, is that for Frontier Flights 1012 or 1013?
That's for Frontier Flight 34. 34.
34.
Turn right immediately, turn right heading 220.
Ooh, 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 I see what's going on there. Right on my tail. Right on my tail. There they go. Good work, controller. Good work, controller.
Frontier Flight 1013. Will you please put my waypoint? I'll have to try direct it in chat.
Frontier Flight 1013, yes, of course, we'll do that, but please use call sign from now. Use call sign 123123, please.
Yeah, so what he's done is he's requested the other aircraft to essentially cause different call sign. So instead of 1013, he's now been reassigned as 123 to avoid conflicts between me and the aeroplane. I didn't give you clear to slow down. You meant to be below 250 at 10,000, Dizzy. Also, you don't get
direct to Eagle,
you don't
Papa
get
India, Golf,
clearance to slow down.
Lima,
You just slow as per the
Tango,
flight plan
and
requirements.
call sign,
Unfortunately,
Frontier
Dizzy, you're doing it wrong at the
1, 2,
moment.
3, 1, 2, 3.
You should be at 250 below 2000 as a startup.
I will use Frontier Flight 123 from now on.
The reason there's no aircraft inbound to New Zealand right now, Vix plays, because the New Zealand borders are closed. Nobody can get in, nobody can get out at the moment.
Frontier Flight 123, Eagle, Papa India, Golf, Lima, Tango. Frontier Flight 34, thanks, back, direct, waving.
Increase speed up to 210, just going to get that a little bit of separation, a little bit of speed up.
Frontier Flight 123, speed direct to Papa Indigo.
You shouldn't be, well, if your flaps are still down at 250 knots, Rev, well, you're also doing something wrong. Flaps go up, flaps 1, generally around 180, 190 knots.
Frontier Flight 34, you can increase speed to 00.
Yeah, low long flying today. Yeah, the best seats in the house, this. Best seats in the house. I think it's because the descent performance in the A320 Microsoft Flight Sim is a little bit better than a real life descent performance. As a result, when you descend in Flight Sim, it's better than real life, and controllers don't quite know how to work with that because they don't know what sim you're flying, they don't know what platform you're on until basically after you've done what they say. Or you report in, gee, there's so much cat fur on this thing. Or you just report that you're in Microsoft Flight Sim because your flight plan's messed up, basically. But yeah, that's more of a Flight Sim thing than anything else.
Frontier Flight 123, descend and maintain 11,000, Orlando altimeter 3005. The descent is on your discretion.
How can you set cap locks to push talk on IVAO? By doing it with cap locks, Captain D. Just any other normal key you can set.
Frontier Flight 123, that's negative. Descend and maintain 11,000. The descent is on your own discretion.
Well, the airport's 15 miles away from us. Over to the left. We are going to access the landing system so it can connect up to the glide slope. Landing on and on. There you go. So ISA 11.15, 19 miles away.
123, confirm Orlando altimeter 3005.
Altimeter 3005, Frontier Flight.
Get the ground charts of one up as well, ready for landing. So taxi charts, airport diagrams. Let's have a look, see. So it's 3-5 right, landing on. Really? This one?
Frontier Flight 1012, expect ILS 35 right approach.
Expect ILS 35 right approach for Frontier Flights 1012. Yeah, so sending us to the runway as far away from terminal as you can get. Well, so it lands this side, probably exit on Juliet's. Juliet's, that's Lima, Kilo, Hotel 1, and Golf into whatever airside we go. I'm not sure which airside specifically is for Frontier domestic flights, but that'll be dealt with later. We basically just press the gate from the ground and the tower, and do the rest for us.
So expect 35 or 36.
It's an ILS approach, live specs doing an ILS approach.
35 or 36, Frontier Flight 123.
Zoom into the 20-mile marker. Is that Disney World? Whereabouts? I'm not sure it's Disney World in real life.
Flight 34, expect ILS
What, this? This bit down below? Is that Disney? Because technically we should be flying over Disney, we should be flying around it. Magic Kingdom below. Okay, well, we've gone on broken aviation rule number 1 then. You don't... I'm sure Disney's a no-fly zone. There you go, Disney World. Right down there.
Frontier Flight 34, expect the ILS 35 right also.
Whoa, there you go. Didn't think I'd be seeing Disney World from up above. Very nice, very, very nice. Glad you've seen it. There you go, that's the whole point of flying this route today. Seen it, that's it, end of stream. Bye bye everyone. Ah, back in the clouds, and there are rain drops forming on the windshield there. It's a no-fly zone because of oops, I'm very loud. Don't do this again, aeroplane. I'm sure that after the September 11 attacks, Disney applied for the airspace above to be, well, to be a no-fly zone. I'm sure that was like an application they made and a petition made to ensure the safety of part and like that. But yeah, I'm fairly sure that it's a no-fly zone. Bobby Joe, I will never fly to India. Thank you for spamming today. So, aircraft's not looking to follow the final. Well, hang on. Yeah, so waving up ahead. But if I activate the LNAV, sure if the aircraft takes it away from the path, which says slightly different path. I'm not sure. It's banking kind of away from it, but as long as it manages the rest, that's not really matters. No, default scenery for Orlando today. Just using default scenery for Orlando. Long calls every 3 weeks, Max. You should know this. Long calls every 3 weeks. I'll check that, Ari. I'll check that. How do you have an Airbus? It's standard. It is the most standard thing in the world. Latitude set. That's LNAV. The most basic thing in the world. LNAV and an Airbus. Right, set the speed set back. Aircraft make a left-hand turn. Get herself onto the runway approach. Push over to localise in approach mode, and then bring aircraft into land. Not long to go now. Not long to go. Right, so left hand's turn now. See, that's one thing that the Flyby haven't got going yet, where instead of following the
Frontier Flight 1012, turn left heading 100 base.
turn left heading 100 for Frontier Flights 1012. Okay, fine. 80's going to do it for us anyway. Yeah, instead of following the path that it's drawn, it'll just fly
Flight 34, flight heading 150.
direct to the next waypoint. But it's not a biggie. It's not a big thing. That's flaps 2.
Frontier Flight 1012, 6 miles from Airai turn left heading 070, maintain 4000 until localizer, clear ILS 35 road approach.
Frontier flights 1012, left heading 070, 6 miles from the airport. Continue with the 35 right ILS approach for Orlando, Frontier flight 1012. Right, so, and maintain 4000 until establishing localizer. Right, 070. Screenshots. So it's 7 miles. We'll load landing gear. Phew. Again, the weather in Sim is really good. Who? Me, Kendall? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Right. So the right altitude 4000 feet set. Just waiting now for the horizontal to pop into view.
Frontier flight 123 at flight level 110.
That's 3. Localizer set. Approach mode set. So make sure the aircraft starts following the glide slope down, which it is. Allow the aircraft to line up the runway. Adding 4000. Frontier flight 1012 is established runway 35 right. Alright, getting a bit wet now. Lots of rain outside. Fine. Try again. Frontier flight 1012 is established runway 35 right. Not an auto landing today, Nicky Van Deel.
All stations, radio check for Jacksonville Center.
Jacksonville Center, Frontier flight 1012, 5 out 5.
Frontier flight 1012, I'm sorry, I had some problems with my internet connection. Confirm your airflow list on the localizer.
No worries, A firm, establishing localizer 35 right, Frontier flights 1012.
1012, contact Orlando, 118.45 away.
11845 for Frontier flight 1012. Thank you very much, take care, and good night. Right, over to Tower now. Hello there, Orlando Tower. This is Frontier Flights 1012, established 35 right.
What's your flight 1012?
Wind 080 at 8, gust 15, runway to the right, clear.
Clear to land, Frontier Flights 1012. So, yeah, slight gusting, slight wind, but not too bad for this. It's 8 knots, gusting 15 right now. Gear not yet, Hardy. Gear's at 5 miles. Currently at 7. Brakes medium, spoilers armed. Gear down, flaps 4. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. Thundery, rainy, stormy, just the way I like it. We'll switch over from the weather mode back to off now. So I've got a clear view of the final there on the ND. Clear the cabin as well. Perfect. So, gear down, 3 greens, flaps sets, spoilers armed, brake sets, cabin secure. We had landing clearance. Pre-land checklist is complete. $1,000. I believe it's on the autopilot for now. Minimums is 290 today, so 290 when you have visibility to the airports, otherwise go around. If we can't do Orlando for some reason, our alternative is going to be Miami today. Our alternative flight plan's Miami. Runways in sight, so continue the approach. PFD confirms landing.
300.
Continue, minimums, continue. Pilots off.
Minimum.
Minimums, continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Wide up.
10. 5.
Reverses sets. $100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots. Reverses idle. Brakes released. Exit runway to the left.
Gentlemen, welcome to Orlando. The local time is 3:57 p.m. and it's currently about 91 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices.
Right.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to
Clear the runway. We'll announce that we're clear the runway. Unfortunately, the wipers won't actually do anything on this. We can have them wiping, they're just not going to actually clear the window. So continuing the wet weather, I guess. Our spiders not go off in that landing. Still armed. Oh, I'm surprised by that. Spiders didn't actually deploy on that. We'll have a little replay, see if that's potentially cut off. Frontier Flight 1012 is clear of runway.
Frontier Flight 1012, safe parking?
No stand, wherever you want, Frontier Flight 1012.
Frontier Flight 1012, roger, continue via November, Juliet, Lima, Kilo, Hotel 1, and then straight to the ramp. Cross runway 1. Cross runway 35 left.
Frontier flights taxi to ramp via November Juliet Lima Kilo Hotel 1 and crossing runway 35 left. I'm going to answer you, Bobby Joe, by blocking you now. Thank you for spamming today. So we're going to make... So currently on India. Hang on, so we exit Juliet's. Make sure I'm on the right taxiway. Yes, make a left here. Onto Juliet's. So November, Juliet, make a left, cross the bridge. So cut landing lights. Taxi lights stay on. APU starts. Is that road traffic crossing the taxiway there? I think that sounds to the fact that here at Orlando there's a bridge that we cross over. That's a road or a motorway down below. So yeah, the sim doesn't quite know what a bridge is. And sends us over the top of the highway. Oof, just in time there. It's like Frogger. Frogger. It's a multi-million dollar jetliner, that's. Just need to grab some screenshots for later. So we're now going to cross runway 35 left onto Hotel 1. So we're currently on Kilo. Nope, I lied, sorry. Going to Lima now. So left onto Lima, right onto Kilo, and the Hotel 1's immediately off the end of that. And with 32 seconds to spare. Just on time, just on time. You can just see the lights of the next landing aircraft right there. Not really going to see much of the landing, but we can see their lights on the short final. Yeah, default Munich had somewhat decent bridges, but it's the high quality airports, the one that have been hand built. So that's got the proper kind of styled bridges. So Paris has got a few of those, much better kind of the default setup. Again, not really perfect, still some minor things that could be adjusted. I was going to cross 35 left and then cut the landing light, cut the transponder. You've got a directed runway to cross. Oh, a flyby watching stream, are they? Welcome guys, hope you're doing well. As always, you guys are fantastic with the developments of the A320neo. Love your work. It's a great airplane to fly. Right, so we've crossed the runway now. Make sure that we're clear of the markers on Hotel 1 now. Transponder off. So going straight onto the ramp now, so airside 2 seems to be our choice. And in terms of the gate, I think we'll try and go for one of these stands in front of us. That stand right there looks like a good one. We should get some ground surfaces that stand over there, including, hopefully, passing the wands. So, can get a perfect alignment there. Oh, is that you, Jacksonville, Jan Slaratsky? Very good there. Great to see as usual. Thank you very much for your coverage. As well as Jacksonville Centre as well. You and Jacksonville Centre, Both have done an absolute fine job with the flight today. Now, is this stand? I think it is. But now, those are the ones. It was like this on the yesterday stream. Oh no, there they are. There's the ones. So let's go to right at the moment. So we'll go left. Continue straight. Alright, go a bit slower. So yeah, not really guidance on the line down below. Guidance on their own separate little path. Very much. Parking brake set and engines off. There's the logbook. There you go, 324 hours in total on the flight sim. 324 hours of flying hours even on our 50-minute flight, so bang on time today. Seatbelts off, and let's say goodbye to passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Orlando. Flight time today was an hour and 15 minutes, so got you here on time today with a nice and warm 30 degrees centigrade, but ultimately rainy stormy outside, so we'll gently get off the aircraft very soon on the jet bridge to keep you nice and dry. We thank you Flying Frontier Airlines, we wish you a safe onward journey, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
Can collision American Airlines 045, good evening, sir. Conductor
So that's the jet bridge to the aircraft. Hopefully the PACX message will finish recording shortly.
045, ready to copy of Foxer?
There we go. Oh, it's not a meal request, absolutely not. So public address, general message. Jet bridge connected, so probably expect the boarding now.
Clear to Orlando Airport, files. Maintain 5,000.
Tune
After departure.
away from frequency now, as we're done with the ATC here. And there you go, that's how the boarding aircraft. So go over to the menu, head over to the aircraft deboarding. There you go, slowly people leave the aircraft. Before we end the flight now, let's have a look at the reports. Frontier 1012, A320neo from Atlanta to Orlando. 1 hour 14 minutes flights, departure planned 1844, departed 1844. Planned arrival 1959, departed, landed 1950. So yeah, bang on both of those. Departure, what? That's 6 seconds planned departure, and planned arrival, that's 3 seconds. So that wasn't exactly on time flight. 167 passengers, 94 satisfaction, landing rate 167, lot time 130. Soft landing, all decent comments. We'll drop the flight report in chat, so if you guys want to get detail, you can do so through that. Go away, Firefox. It's a new UI Firefox. I don't know. I quite like it. They have changed things around. Let's finish on the replay. Volanta's now finished tracking. Thank you very much. I was going to disconnect from IVAO. Again, thank you all for the coverage today. That was fantastic. The yeah, AP Bleed. Sorry, I forgot about that. The ATC IVAO is getting much better these days. There you go. AP Bleed set. Sorry, you are right. Yeah, the coverage in IVAO getting much better these days. Even in America, I've had quite a few US flights now that have got ATC communicating through them. Alright, there's the PACX flight reports. That's all good to go. Passengers embarked, disconnect from network. Let's have a look at the replay, shall we? A320 into Orlando. Low visibility. It's a little more fun for us to witness. Touchdown and gates. Well, fun for us to not really witness much, I guess. I think the camera resets overheads. Quickly kill GWS. Gee, my computer's going crazy at the moment. The fan's right up to max. Give that a second, hang on. Does it show the fan usage in this? I'm sure it does somewhere. Technical, no. Well, whatever it is. Completely max my CPU at the moment. Ouch. Well, here we go. Landing from the passenger point of view. So there's the left-hand side, left-hand wing. Still in GWS. I'm sure I killed that. There we go. So, short final, left-hand side. Hang on. Flaps. Should have done the replay. Why did you do that on the replay? There we go. There you go, flaps down. So, here's the short final into Orlando. Low visibility, nice and turbulence. There's your low approach over the runway. Yeah, not bad that. Not bad at all. Nice and stable. Don't think passengers felt too much of that. Jump over to the right hand view. Ooh, got a rainbow to the right hand side. Double rainbow. Look, two rainbows there. Very, very nice. Passenger right hand side got the for the effects today, got to fly over Mickey Mouse Land, got to fly over Disney World. Got to enjoy the double rainbow on the approach. That's very good. I wonder if the co-pilot can see it as well. We'll have a look at the co-pilot window shortly. Fun fact, rainbows are round. They're not, they don't like have a start and the bottom. If you're ever in the air and see a rainbow from the air, they're actually a circle, because it's the way the light reflects, the way the light refracts in the air. From the ground, you can only see partial rainbow, but from the air, you can see the full circle of the rainbow. Really, Sim? Bandwidth too low. Internet's struggling to hold on these days. Oof. Is the stream going on still? Has the internet died? Are we back? If we're back, did you guys see the landing or not? Hang on. Yeah, I'm looking back at the stream now. Yeah, we have got it. Fair enough. I think the frame rate may have been a bit shut on there because the... Yeah, we managed to lose 2,840 frames in that little bit there. Let's go back to let's have a quick look at that short final again over the water. Yeah, our router does like a reset around 9 PM here, so that's just the router doing what routers do. There you go, touchdown. Spoilers did arm in the end. I was a bit curious about the spoilers there not going up, but nope, they did arm. Did work as expected. Right, I was just going to double check the co-pilot side. The co-pilot witness the, yes they did. Let's do a tower view land, shall we now? Short flying over the south of Orlando. A little rainbow there chasing on the right hand side. It's a very pretty approach this. On a clear day I can imagine it looks a lot better. Even with low visibility, heavy rainstorms, it just adds another challenge to the approaches. Adds another challenge, adds another level of work for you to do on these approaches. But this was definitely Cat 1 minimums there. Cat 1 approach. There are mods on Twitch. They're not as active as they used to be back when things were up their heights. There you go, short flying of the runway. Slight bit of crabbing, that's from the crosswind approach. Apart from that, everything was nice and smooth touchdown. Let's do a few more random runway views. We step ourselves over towards the ground, so to the camera, turbo follow mode, and then switch the airplane back a bit. Right, let's have a look at Australia cam. There's the aircraft on approach on Australia cam. Short flying then. Again, I love the reflections on the tail there. Just spot the ground, the lights as the aircraft goes over them. Yeah, centre line. The left gear's on the centre line. That's all you need, my friends. As long as the left gear's on centre line, that's the all important bits. And you've broken your neck. Sometimes. It's not an issue with the flaps and all that, FlightControlReplay, John. It more comes down to having it preset. So when you go back, so for example, you see the spoilers are out right now. If I go back, spoilers stay out, it resets controls. There you go. It resets flight controls when you load it up again. So give it a few seconds, it resets controls, and then it will go back to normal again. Because the replays are all done live on FCR. It's all recorded live and play back to you live within the sim. So there you go, short final limb, nice and steady, keep the aircraft steady for the runway. So for example now, the reverse thrust actually on one engine, is it on both? Just the one? Yeah, for some reason the left reverse is just stuck. That's well, shouldn't be doing that, that's for sure. There you go. Very short final. There's the flare. At this point, just it kind of well, it levels off too early in my opinion, FCR sometimes, just a bit too early. Apart from that, everything else, generally not too bad with this. And then, yeah, that brings us to the end of our flight today. So, next stream's going to be on Wednesday. It's going to be an X-Plane stream, so should be a lot of fun doing that. It's been a while since last X-Plane properly, so it'll be very, very good to fly that again. Otherwise, yeah, thank you all for watching, thank you all for taking part, thank you for the OT today, thank you for those who flew as well as traffic. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, leave a like, enjoyed, do subscribe if that's already. And hopefully again, I will see you in another stream soon. Take care of yourselves, have a good one guys, and I will see you again soon. Take care, have a good one, and bye bye.